Not only were we recording through all that, but we are now live.
We did it.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully it's good this week.
So far, so good.
Guess
Hi,
we'll find out in
everybody.
a few minutes.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, chat will let us know if there's a problem. Don't you worry about that. Even after I say multiple times, there's nothing I can do about it. They'll let us know the whole show. Don't worry. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
They got her back.
Yep, they do. All I'm saying is that if you're going to give me shit, at least donate on Patreon. That's all I'm saying.
What?
Wow. Okay.
New backer tier. You get
Give Paul
three
shit.
insults.
Complaint tier.
Yeah, you're allowed to just
Customer
constantly
service
complain.
tier.
PR tier, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We will set someone up by following a Twitter account, and you can just shout at them nonstop.
Yep.
I feel like they already get that service for free, though.
Yep. That is definitely something they get for free. Hi, guys.
How fortunate and lucky they are.
Yeah.
Who's excited for Tomb Raider? That comes out in theaters tomorrow.
know, I actually am. I kind of want to see
What?
that. I like video game movies. Fucking eat me.
I mean, I currently have plans to go see it.
Okay.
I have Movie Pass, though, so it's free.
Mm.
And that's
Yeah.
the only way I can kind of justify that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like it kind of came out with no flair at all.
Like,
Although,
at all.
I guess they did announce something to go along with it, but we'll talk about that later.
Right, yeah. I don't know, just everything about this movie, all the trailers I've seen it, I'm just like, I don't care about this at all. I'm
Sure.
not,
I mean,
not
Did
interested.
you care about the first two at all?
I guess not really. I've seen
You
them.
might- you might have
I think
been
I
too
own
young.
them on like DVD. Those came out a
Okay.
long time ago.
Those were
Yeah,
fun,
exactly.
though.
Those are really probably not when you cared about movies at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
Those were fun in how bad they were. You can tell Jolie was having a great time just hamming it up and stuff. It was a good time. They're dumb.
But it also had James Bond in it.
It did.
Which one?
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the current one. All right.
Yeah.
I hear he's doing one more James Bond, but I feel like we hear that every like 3 years.
I mean, I feel like he's at this point he's doing it just to make sure he gets way more money, and I don't blame him.
Because I've heard that he doesn't like want to do it.
I
Oh.
don't blame him for being burned out about James Bond movies. Those have got to be like way taxing on you.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, is he doing his own stunts? Probably not, right?
I believe he did for Casino Royale. Actually, some of them, not the car crashes, but
Okay. You mean the torture scene? He did that himself?
probably.
Yep. It all really happened. That's old though. That was a while back. Because he's done like what 3 since then? 2?
He's done 4: Skyfall, Quantum of Solace. Oh shoot, maybe it is only 3. Casino, Quantum, Skyfall. Yeah, it is only 3.
No. There was one after Skyfall.
Spectre.
Spectre. Yeah, I remember because Skyfall's great. I don't
Skyfall's
like
very
Spectre.
good.
I don't like Casino. I mean, I don't like Quantum Solace that much either.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I missed a James Bond movie. What the hell?
Yeah. And then there was those rumors for the longest time of like Idris Elba, which I think would be great.
Yeah.
And
that'd
it
be
could still
interesting.
happen, but
Yep.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So Tomb Raider comes out this weekend. I guess I'll see that.
Cool.
Report back.
Yeah,
Paul, you're
please
gonna see it. We're gonna talk about some Tomb Raider.
Like, probably not in theaters, if I'm going to be
Oh,
honest
okay.
with you. Like, I'll wait for that to come out on, like, a thing I can stream or, like,
Sure.
buy for a couple bucks off YouTube or something.
All right. Is this this is the one where she had like the super long neck, right? In like the poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the weird Photoshop job one.
Yeah. Great. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
And then like Toys R Us's are closing down. Damn, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, only the U.S. ones currently. Anyways,
Yeah, I went to one last on the weekend. They had everything on clearance, everything like 50% off. Exceptions apply. None of their Lego is discounted.
Of course. Yeah.
Like I was like,
Yeah.
what did you well, clearly you can't be in that much trouble. Toys R Us.
I think that's more so a stipulation from Lego themselves.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
I was trying to see what did I see there. They had all the games weren't like super discounted. I think they were like 30% off, and it was just like whatever.
Yeah.
Skylanders are super cheap.
Okay.
Like Skylanders are down to about $1 before like the clearance.
Jesus.
Okay. It's pretty good. I should go get
Yeah.
some Skylanders.
If you want some Skylanders,
Just,
yeah.
like, throw them at
Yeah, just
people.
tell me which ones you want, and I can buy them all for like $10.
Just buy like 100 Drobots. It's the only one worth
Just
owning.
every Drobot. All right,
Yeah.
I'll keep my eye out for some Drobots. Amiibos weren't super cheap. They were part of the discount. I found one Mr. Rossetti, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Mr. Rossetti," and it was still like $5. And I was like, "I don't care about Amiibo that much."
I mean,
Yeah.
they're 14 otherwise, so
that's
or I guess
true.
12 in the US, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just really don't care about Amiibos. But you know what? If he's there this weekend, and I'm at a Toys R Us, I'll pick up that last Mr. Rossetti. But I doubt he'll still be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my girlfriend almost bought this big R2D2, but it was still like $60, and I was like, "Are you really gonna play with this R2D2 more than once?" And then so we didn't get an R2D2. Yeah, just kind of
Makes sense.
sad though. No more Toys R Us's.
I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, nowadays it's not as big a deal in a way,
Yeah.
so I kind of get the apathy towards it.
But you're talking
like,
as an adult, though. I bet it's still exciting
like,
as a kid.
as a kid, yeah, like it's pretty good. But like I feel like even then there's still like other ways as a kid you can get the stuff you want. There's just not a centralized physical store you can go into anymore, which is going to be the bummer.
I think the big deal for our generation is that kind of was the place to get toys. Like, you could go to like what is it? We had the Kmart or whatever, and see like what they had on their shelves. But like it was always fucking garbage. Nobody wanted anyways for the most part.
I mean, Walmart's kind of the same now, to be fair.
Yeah,
I feel like for myself, it was primarily Walmart, because all the Toys R Us's when I was a kid are in like the north in Calgary.
Yeah,
so I was just never over there because I lived way south.
we drove
There
in
was,
from Airdrie all the time.
The nearest
to go to Toys
the
R Us.
nearest Toys R Us to where I grew up was 5 hours away, so it was
Good
not a
Lord.
regular place to go to.
Right, but when you did get to go there,
Oh yeah, it was a huge treat. It was great.
yeah, it was a huge
Yeah.
treat, and like you had heard the tales of the Toys R Us. And you're like,
Sure.
I know these places are huge, and there's toys everywhere, and it was great.
And they're for us.
Yeah, and they're for me.
But like, if back then I had a service where I could just go onto this magic box, see whatever I wanted, push a button, and it came to my home, I prefer that as a
Right,
kid.
came to my home in 2 days, free shipping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I
I
don't
would
know.
have preferred
I
that
bet
as a
there
kid.
there is definitely something about just looking on the website versus like walking through the aisles.
I don't know. I always looked through the like flyers they would send out in the mail and circle like what you want.
Even as a kid,
Oh yeah.
like the only time I
absolutely.
ever did anything like that was when it was Christmas time and we get like the Sears catalog. So I'd look through that and be like, "Oh man, I want this game and this game and this game, and that looks cool."
Yeah, exactly. Good times.
Like I'd only do that around Christmas, I guess, again because I didn't
I
get
can't
the
see
flyer
myself
regular.
having gone through many catalogs. I don't think.
That's kind of the only time they send out catalogs for like printing costs and stuff.
Well, like any flyers,
Yeah.
it was like, eh. It was more like, hey, Nintendo Power shows up. Like, I'll read this. This is some exciting paper.
Yeah. We never got Nintendo Power in the mail. I usually just went to the store to pick it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're very privileged.
Go in the store.
Yep, exactly.
Well, it's also just like way more expensive if you buy like newsstand prices.
Yeah, probably.
And then you don't get like the sweet Legend of Zelda collector's disc that has Ocarina of Time on it again. For your GameCube.
True.
Well, it wasn't again at that point. It was like the first
The
time
first
they
time.
did that.
Yeah.
Right. Or, you know, like a strategy guide or a sound.
I got like a cool Donkey Kong 64 themed controller.
That's great. I think one year I got the best thing was a calendar, and that sucked.
I think that was the last
calendar.
couple of years of Nintendo Power, basically.
Yeah, like,
Mm.
well, it must have been further back because I wasn't subscribing to Nintendo Power until when it ended. I think the only Nintendo Power I bought at the newsstand was my first one, and then the last issue.
Mm.
So, which I think I actually have on a shelf over there.
Yeah, I dug mine up actually just the other day when I was cleaning up some stuff.
Your final issue?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Good magazine.
Yeah.
Toys R Us. Yeah, so I'm going to check out Toys R Us again this weekend, see if the discounts have gotten any better. And if not, I'm not going to check out Toys R Us anymore. But they're straight up like, it's kind of like when Blockbuster was going, like they are selling shelves and like just anything that isn't bolted down, they will sell you.
Yeah.
Which is always just weird. It's always super weird. It's like this is this building is literally dying.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this thing die.
Yep.
But we get sweet discounts, I guess. Sweet. Air quotes. All right, well, let's do a podcast about video games. It's March 15th, 2018. Paul Flex here, John Wheeler's here, Sean Booker's here.
Yo.
Paul, why don't you tell us what you've been playing?
Yeah, I've been playing a shitload of Vermintide 2 because that game is the best Left 4 Dead ever made.
Okay.
Well, that's good to hear.
That's all I have to say about that.
What makes it better than Left 4 Dead 2?
A loot grind system to keep you motivated to play the same shit over and over, where Left 4 Dead had no reason really except to like play with your friends.
Okay.
So,
but does that make it better now that you have things to grind out, basically?
yes, because every weapon that you can get, different type of weapon, handles differently and plays a little bit differently. So you can like try.
Yeah, I'm
different-
gonna say
there's
loot is
actually
pretty
a
great.
difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then as you like
Isn't it-
level up the characters, that you unlock more classes for them. Like the one character, I can't remember his name now, even though he's my main dude. He starts off as a witch hunter captain. Then at a point he becomes a Templar, like zealot, and what's the other class he becomes?
Orc.
No, like a gunslinger type class is the other one. So you can like,
Okay.
as you play, you unlock more game and you can like try different stuff out. So it actually opens up and there's a reason for the grind, which is nice. And the way they handle loot is just nice, where it's in loot boxes you earn by like finding secrets in the level, and like those secrets make the game harder. Like there's these things called grimoires that are books that you pick up in the level, and there's 2 of them, and every time you're carrying one, not only does it take away a potion slot that could have been because you're now carrying this book there instead, it also like reduces everybody's health by a quarter, and then the second one will like reduce it by half, like the maximum health you can have. So you want to go in there with a group to get all the secrets, so you get the better loot, so you can like level up faster and get more stuff. So that stuff's just really engaging to me. I really like that carrot on the stick model, and especially since that like carrot actually changes how you get the next one whenever you get it. Like whenever you get a certain level of loot, it's like, okay, well now I'm going to try this character or this class, and you're switching up the different classes and stuff. It's fun. Really, really good game, and I highly recommend it to anybody who likes that Left 4 Dead formula, but
Is it coming to consoles?
I don't actually know, to be honest with you.
Okay.
No
I'm
idea.
gonna look that up. Because
Yeah.
I know my computer could not handle that.
You don't think so?
I know so.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
That confident.
Yeah. For like how nice that game looks, it can run on pretty low end systems, so like for people wanting to check it out, just check out the minimum requirements. Maybe I wish there was like a demo that you could just download and try out, but I don't think there is now that the beta is gone. But yeah, super good game.
Wikipedia says 2018, so I guess they've. The game is also expected to release on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Okay, there you go.
So I guess they've mentioned they're working on that.
Cool. I also like that they incentivize quick play, just like jumping in random, either with a group to do a random quest or a random level, or to just jump in as a single player or like a couple people and jump in with some randos, because it gives you a boost to the quality of loot you get at the end of the mission, if you just do quick play, like a random match. And I think that's cool too. It gets people wanting to just play the game even if they don't have a full stack. So even if you're a solo player, you'll almost always jump into a game pretty quick. So yeah, it's a really good game.
Cool.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I'm getting over a little bit of a sickness. The next game was only about half an hour worth of content because it's in an alpha right now. I was given a code for it called Feudal Alloy. It is a game coming out from the people who made... I'm trying to remember what that game was called. It was a game that looked a lot like Limbo. And it came out on a whole bunch of different stuff.
Inside?
Yes.
Little
no,
Nightmares.
Let's say the exact same thing.
No, it was
Mario.
Toby the Secret Mine is what
I
it
have
was
no
called.
idea what that is.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Did you say mime?
Mine. M-I-N-E.
Toby the Secret Mine.
Yeah. It was a puzzle platformer, and it looks very much like a Limbo knockoff, which is why I said that. So it's made by the same people, by Atu Games, which is
okay, I
a
see
team of 2 people in the Czech Republic making games. Their newest game that they're making is called Feudal Alloy. It is a Metroidvania with RPG elements in it and progression system, which means you play a character who gains experience, levels up, unlocks different skills from different trees, from their skill trees, get like currency to buy better equipment and that whole sort of thing as you go along. The thing that drew me to it though is I think the art style looks really, really cool. It's like a very hand-drawn, almost like old Adventure Time.
Is this the one that you showed me? I think
Yeah.
I think you actually showed me a bit of this.
Yeah, probably. It was like right after we did the podcast last week. That
That one actually looked interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so it plays pretty well. It plays like it's an early build of a thing that they can show people as like a proof of concept to get people on board. But it has some basic functionality in it. The idea is that you are a fish controlling a robot body in a medieval world. And I don't think they have much of a story planned out yet. Either that or they're just not giving it out because I have no idea what the hell is going on story-wise, but a bunch of the other enemies are also fish in fishbowl heads of robots attacking you and trying to stop you from doing whatever.
Okay.
I just think it's pretty charming looking. It looks like old Adventure Time before it became like very obviously like computer animated to like get them out on time and stuff. Like just a nice hand-drawn old-timey look to it. And I like Metroidvania games. This seems like it might be the next one I get into because it was super fun. Seems to be coming out on everything. They say it's planned for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch. So, yeah, it seems like a good Switch game when that comes out. But there's nothing too new or revolutionary about the formula. It just seems like a good Metroidvania, if they do it well. Has secrets that you can find by jumping around different areas or like trying to break down walls and that whole shtick. And you get different abilities, like you get like one where you blow up the like around you. You like expend a whole bunch of energy into like a little explosion around you to do an AoE. You get one where you harness the energy from a well-timed parry attack or block to like shock the enemy that attacked you to stun them for a few seconds so you can get a few more hits off on them. There's some really cool mechanics in there and a whole bunch of stuff that they obviously didn't show yet because they're probably not either done or not thought of or just not in the alpha yet. But that is one they say is going to come out in Q3 of this year, and I look forward to trying more of it. So that's Feudal Alloy, again, by Atu, A-T-T-U Games. Other than that, I mean, nah, you know what? That's fine. That's all I've been playing. Whatever, I've been playing Into the Breach. We can't talk about it, so.
Yep.
So you're frozen on that one.
Yeah.
I ended up getting really hard back into Splatoon.
Oh,
So
okay.
Why?
I'm playing Splatoon 2 a bunch
Because of
right
the
now.
DLC?
And I just felt like playing it. So like
All
I
right.
finished the single player and I played a bunch of Salmon Run, which I still love. Salmon Run's still a really good mode.
Sure.
And played a bunch of online as well. Some random turf wars.
Okay.
It was
cool.
just I was just in the right mood to play it, and I just really enjoyed it.
Did they mention when that DLC is coming out?
They actually gave a release date in the trailer, and I do not remember. I believe it is
Yeah,
April. It's April something.
Okay, I don't remember. I remember it's $20.
Yeah,
That's
and
all
I already
I
picked it up.
Oh, you can pre-order the DLC, can you?
Yeah, you get some gear, and that's about it, really.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm curious what they're gonna do because they said it's 80 stages, and I'm like, what are you doing? That's 80 stages.
Well, I mean, the single player is kind of broken up into stages.
Yeah, but that's only like 28.
They're probably smaller. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea. So it looks cool.
What did you do for game clearing this week? I wasn't able to
Nothing.
catch it. Oh, okay.
I took this week off of streaming.
Oh,
You
okay.
beat Splatoon 2. Didn't you hear that?
Oh,
Also true.
Okay.
Yes.
okay. Fair enough. Cool.
Okay. Is that all I played?
Yep.
All right. I started up some Flint Hook now that it's out on the Switch,
Okay.
and I really like that game.
You like swinging around a whole bunch? Does it
Yeah.
feel good? Okay.
It is good. It starts off really annoying because to aim, you aim with the left stick, which is also your movement stick. So a lot of times you're kind of running into the enemy you're shooting at, which
Okay.
really sucks. But literally after one mission, you unlock the black market, and the dude is like, "Hey, on the house, here's some boots," and then you can hold down left bumper, and you'll stop moving. So just like Samus Returns, and then you can take a stance and then shoot wherever you need to.
Yeah.
Which is, I still don't really like that. I don't think that's a great solution.
Mm-hmm.
I in no way do I think there's a better solution, but it just kind of feels like, hey, we assigned all the other buttons to this fun, swinging mechanic, but we need you to be able to shoot without running into people. So we put this here, I guess. It doesn't seem very elegant.
Sure.
But again, you couldn't make it a dual joystick shooter because you need to be like throwing bombs and jumping and wall jumping, so you can't have your thumb on both places at once. There is a pro control mechanic, which I haven't quite figured out, but it does make it a dual joystick shooter. But it didn't actually tell me what is getting remapped to where. It just says, do you want default or pro? And then pro seemed very odd. So I immediately just noped out of that. What I really wish you could do is choose which buttons you want where, because I would love left trigger to be my stance button, because right now left trigger is this time slow mechanic, which I don't use all that often. Only the main time I really use that is there's some obstacles that they're like walls that won't go away unless you slow down time. So just to get past those, maybe
Right.
I might need it more if the platforming becomes crazier. But right now, it seems that game is a lot more focused on combat rooms.
How far in
which
are
I-
you, roughly?
So it's a roguelike.
Yeah.
So the furthest I've made it is onto the second boss, and then I die.
Okay. Okay.
Have you played this before?
No, because I think the swinging while you do stuff looks atrocious.
It's totally fine, and like I said,
Okay.
most of the time I'm not really shooting while I'm swinging. I probably should be. That would probably
That
you'd
seems
probably
like a
just be
high
better
level
at that.
strat. Yeah.
That seems like the main idea.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten my head around it yet, so I'm kind of just swinging to where I need to be. Then I'm planting down and I'm shooting where I want to.
Okay.
But I absolutely love the presentation of it. You're a space pirate. You're attacking different ships and finding new abilities and items. You're getting new perks that you're equipping. That's kind of the part that carries over. Is every time you die, it collects all of your experience, and then you can purchase things at the black market to get more perks. More slots to put different perks into and stuff like that. And you'll find perks as you go. You'll find lore scripts as you go. There's you can kind of choose when you're picking which ship to attack. It'll be hey, this one's going to be very labyrinthian. This one's going to be very combat heavy. This one's going to have tons of marketplaces in it and stuff like that. So I kind of like that element of mixing it up, because you do fight the same bosses in the same order, it seems like, which could be kind of one note, but luckily they mix everything else up so you can kind of still choose your path to these bosses.
It seems a little weird that they wouldn't have like even 2 alternating, for bosses, because most roguelikes at least do 2.
Yeah, like I thought of Enter the Gungeon, because that was on sale this week, and that one you'll get a random boss, one of like 2 or even 4. Maybe 3 sometimes. Yeah. To be fair, it might. I've only gotten to the second boss before, and when I'm playing in my current run, I played the same first boss again.
Yeah.
But the way it sets it up is you're kind of searching for bounties to know who you're going to attack next. Okay. And so maybe it's just the first guy's always that one guy, and then maybe you find different bounties. That could very well be the case. I haven't played enough of it.
Yeah.
I think the way it works is that you either have to beat the story to get the randomized bounties, or it's what you said, like the first one stays the same and then it changes up afterwards.
I'm assuming it would be the second one, because that just seems like an easy, like, positive thing to do, but I can't say for certain at the moment. Yeah. Either way, I'm kind of just really liking it. Part of me wanted there to be like specific levels, like Shovel Knight, because I kind of get some Shovel Knight vibes from kind of how fast you're moving around and jumping and whatnot. But I do like the fact that I can keep like upgrading my character so that the first stages become easier and then I get further each time. So I'm enjoying it. It's quite good, and it's great on the Switch. Great game for the Switch.
Cool.
I didn't end up playing a ton of it because I picked it up thinking, I'm just about finished Golf Story. This will be a great Switch game to move into next.
Yeah.
Turns out like the last area of Golf Story is a lot longer than I expected. So that game just kind of keeps going.
Go figure. It's an RPG.
Still to play.
No, it never happens in RPGs. It never overstays its welcome.
I want to say this one funny joke I ran into though from it. You're in the last area is the Pro Tour golf. I don't know. You have to be a golf pro to get into it. Basically.
Sure. Yeah.
So everyone there is kind of like uptight, and when you talk to each person, they all think you cheated your way in there when you played totally fair the whole game. Anyway, you in Golf Story, when you're on different courses, you can talk to random people, and they'll give you like little challenges, like, hey, the wind's really hard here. Can you get it close to the hole 3 times? You have 5 chances. Stuff like that. One of them is, hey, can you get the ball all the way to that hole over there in 10 strokes? And you're like, oh yeah, of course I can. Why wouldn't I be able to? So you say yes, and she's like, oh, by the way, you can only use your putter. And I was like, oh, okay. So right. I have to like use my putter and like get halfway across the whole course around all the trees and not getting in the sand, because then I won't be able to move at all. So you get it done, right? And she's like, wow, congratulations. I didn't think you'd be able to do that. But now everybody thinks you're a joke. Welcome to the Pro Tour. Which totally makes sense, because I just golfed a ball halfway across this course with just my putter. Like, that is just silly. Why that person's obviously a joke. So
yeah.
Anyway, the writing in that game continues to delight me. I like it quite a bit.
Cool.
Moving on from that, though, we talked last week how Fortnite was coming to iOS.
Yeah.
And I took it upon myself. I was like, I should give that a try, because I'm so curious how that mode works. So I started playing Fortnite on my Xbox. You had enough bagel now?
He fell off.
Okay. Yeah, so I started playing Fortnite on my Xbox.
Okay.
I'm very bad at Fortnite.
Sure.
But, I just have to kind of get better at the, like, shooting and being able to build fast. I would say I enjoy that game.
It's fine.
I like it more than PUBG.
Okay.
Mainly just because
it works.
The bit of PUBG I've played, it was just always kind of tense. And you go long stretches without seeing people, so the tension kind of continues to build. And then as soon as you see someone, you're dead. In Fortnite, as soon as I see someone, most of the time I'm dead. But they have this mode going on right now that's 5 teams of 20. which I really like because then we're like this cool little army just like
That is
running across
cool.
the landscape.
Yeah, that's actually a neat idea. I like that too.
Yeah, which is pretty fun. And it also means I don't die as fast because someone else is fighting and I'm just in the back. And then when my team wins, I also get number 1.
That's how you won. Okay.
No, we'll get to that one later.
No.
That's how I won my first one.
No, that's how you won the one that you posted on Twitter, not Discord. Discord was a different one.
The one I posted on Twitter is the same one I posted on Discord today.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And you can tell that one's on the iOS. Yeah. So the iOS version does not have this game mode.
Sure.
Anyway,
of course it doesn't.
Back to the Xbox version. There is just something really cool about like you're in a group, you're following a bunch of people, and then all of a sudden you need to like get from like one cliff over a lake, and someone just starts building a ramp extremely quick, and then like a sky bridge, and you're all just running across what is essentially a sky bridge. Like that is very cool because like no other game really has that. And again, like we'll come across a lake, and someone just starts building a bridge like insanely fast, and you're all just running across it. Like it's so cool. We had this one moment. This is the one where I won my first game, where the circle was shrinking down, and in the center of the circle, had gotten pretty small at this point, was like a giant cliff that would like you couldn't climb up the cliff. It's too steep. And my team just started building ramps and staircases all the way up it. And then we were on top of the cliff, just like shooting down at the enemy.
Yeah.
And that was just like awesome. Cause like, again, you no other game has that kind of building mechanic with the shooting. So like, that was very cool. What we should have done to be smart is destroy our stairway afterwards so that they couldn't get up without building. But it didn't matter. They were on the other side of the rock anyway, so that wasn't an issue. But that was just very cool seeing these contraptions come out of nowhere. Because like I said, the building is so fast if you're good at it.
Yeah.
I'm not, but the people I'm playing with obviously are. So when I'm on a team of 19 other people, they definitely know how to build. So that's very cool. And then today I got my beta invite for the iOS version. I was surprised this had come out so soon.
Yeah.
Because I signed up for it on
last podcast, I think.
Monday night, I think, was when I signed up for it. And I got the invite today. And I played that. And that mode is totally fine. I shouldn't say mode. That version of it is totally fine. So,
really?
Yeah, it's super weird, right? So, first off, there are controls on the screen. So, if you already don't like that, you're not going to like it. But, I mean, the only thing that felt weird to me was moving the camera while I was kind of running, because instead of being able to just like hold the analog stick like to the left to just swing the camera constantly, I had to kind of keep swiping to the left, and he would kind of move a little bit each time, the camera. That was the only thing that was like super weird. Shooting, it seems like there's a bit of a lock-on for you, so it's not a huge issue if you're not like dead set.
I see.
So that helped me a bit for sure. And then it definitely does look a little like chunkier than the other versions. The draw distance is not as good, and there's some like pop in, like I'll get some random trees popping in from now and then. It is a bit hitchy. That could have just been my internet connection. I don't know, because I'm obviously not running it wired. I was on Wi-Fi though, but I mean I'm not quite sure. Should have been fine internet though. But apart from that, like this was the one I had won, and I got several kills myself, which I don't think I've gotten a kill on my Xbox One. But I don't know. What I'm curious about is the iOS version. Does it have the crossplay already, or was I only playing against other iOS people?
I feel like that's a really unfair advantage if you're playing against non-iOS.
No, they're putting crossplay in for sure. They've said it's going to be PC, Xbox, and mobile are all going to be able to play against each other.
It's true they have said that. I don't know if that's going to...
As soon as they announced it, they said that's the goal. So I'm not... What I'm wondering is, are they already at that point, or do they still need to implement the crossplay? And I haven't heard one way or the other yet.
Right.
If anyone in the chat knows, please let me know. My assumption is I was playing against actual players. Just because they seemed way more comfortable than I was, and they didn't seem like kind of as janky as I was, but it could have just been like the server kind of smoothing them out versus what they're actually seeing.
Right.
I don't know for sure. They were definitely like equipping things a lot faster than I felt I was, but I only played one game of it, and luckily I got first, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So, anyways, the controls. You left side of the bottom left is the analog stick. Analog stick in air quotes.
Yeah.
Tap anywhere and you'll shoot. You have your inventory along the bottom, so you can tap which weapon you want. And so hang on, someone in the chat says there's no non-console crossplay.
That's too many negatives.
So that would be there's console crossplay. There might just be no crossplay at all. All right, I'm not sure what they want again. You can tap your items for which one you have equipped. Again, tapping anywhere on the screen will shoot. There's a designated jump button, a designated crouch button, and a designated like iron sights button.
Sure. Yeah.
The further you're dragging the analog stick, the faster you'll go, and you can just double tap that one, or maybe just tap it to just auto run forwards, and then you can just kind of rotate the camera if you want to like turn while you're running.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you tap a button to go into build mode, and then you can tap on the screen to place the thing, or tap again your new building inventory if you want to switch up what you're building. And again, I thought it worked pretty well for someone who doesn't really play phone games with controls on them. I'll probably play a bit more again.
Okay.
Jay Lineback in the chat says there is crossplay, just not for Android yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is no Android mode for a few months, or version.
That's right.
And the other person says looks like there's crossplay for Xbox One at least. I'm pretty sure they just put in the Xbox and PC crossplay, so I'd have to assume it's crossplay for everything now except PlayStation, which is weird.
That's Sony. They're really weird about crossplay.
Yeah. But that's the main reason I was kind of curious about this game. One, how does this game work? And for all intents and purposes, it is the exact game. My progression carries over. Like on my Epic account, it played just fine.
Cool.
And then two, crossplay against the console and PC versions is nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That is. Yeah.
We live in the future.
Yeah. Like actually.
Like that is actually insane.
Yeah.
And I won on the phone, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, the 5 teams of 20, that mode is not in the phone. So I was just doing a squad with 3 other randos. And yeah, it's been fine. It's definitely cool when you get a team that actually wants to like help each other out, because there's, instead of just like healing people will like run over, and then one person will start reviving you while the other person's like building walls around you so that you can't keep getting shot. Like,
yeah,
it is very cool on a team in this game. So
yeah.
Anyways, that was Fortnite on the phone and on Xbox. If you want to get into the phone one, again, these are all free to play. You have to go to, I think it's just Fortnite.com, and you have to like sign up for their email thing. But it seems like they're rolling them out pretty quick now.
Cool.
So it shouldn't be hard to get in there.
I'm going to use that as a jumping off point to move into news. It was something that was kind of interesting. Twitch records were broken last night when a streamer streamed Fortnite with Drake and had 630,000 people watching them.
I didn't know that was
a lot
a
of
record.
people.
That seems low.
That is a record for a like single streamer.
Yeah, no,
the actual record for like an event is over 1 million. Some CS:GO event broke 1 million, but yeah, for a single streamer, that is definitely a record.
Let me put this in perspective. This isn't a bunch of teams at a Dota thing or League of Legends and a stage and an announcer. This is 2 dudes in their fucking living rooms playing a video game, having 500,000 people watching them.
Do you know what the record was before this?
300 something.
That sounds right.
So they like almost doubled it, basically.
Yeah.
Someone says they hit 630,000.
Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy. That was weird. I was seeing that on Twitter last night as I was going to bed, and I was like, "What is this? What is going on, man?"
I think because I watched it a little bit, I jumped in because Zeitgeist. I think the weirdest thing about all that is that Kim.com still exists, and he plays Fortnite randomly with people. So there you go. Kim.com. All the kids won't know. Just Google. Now you know. He's a thing. He was a thing. He still is, apparently. He's still around. Had no idea.
Yeah, let's just continue with all the Fortnite news. We kind of touched base on this, but Microsoft came out amidst all this Fortnite stuff and basically said Sony will not let us do crossplay.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
Which we kind of heard that before. Wasn't it even Fortnite?
It was Rocket League that we heard it for.
Yeah, it was Rocket League.
No, but wasn't there a when Fortnite was first coming out, wasn't crossplay enabled accidentally for like a few hours?
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah.
I think it was Fortnite.
That sounds right.
Yeah, so that just kind of sucks. I hear a lot of people saying it's probably because they're currently like the market leader, so they don't really need to try like bend to anyone else's will. They're on top right now. So like it'd be advantageous for Xbox to do this. But at the end of the day, like just come on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like come on.
I mean, it's a pro-consumer move, and they're not going to do it when they're in the lead, like you said.
Exactly.
True.
Like they want people to go out and buy a PlayStation 4 to play their game, as opposed to, just get it on the Xbox and then we can play together. You know what I mean? But I mean, how many people are really being like, man, I just really want to play Fortnite with my buddies. I guess I'll buy a PlayStation 4. Like, is that who? How often does that happen?
Well, it definitely won't now that there's a mobile version.
And since it's just free to play on everything, that's just not going to happen.
Well, I mean, no. If your buddies are on PlayStation, you cannot play with them,
right?
Unless you have the PlayStation version.
Yeah, so you just don't play with them, because buying. Can you imagine that dude who buys a PlayStation 4 to play a free-to-play game with his friends? Wow, that's dedication to that group.
That is some disposable cash.
No shit.
I'm sure there are people out there that it's like, which console did my friends get? I want to play with them. I don't care which console I get. I'm going to get whatever they got. They do all the research. I'm just the one that like buys 3 games. They tell me what are the 3 to get, and that's what we do.
Sure, but then they have the console.
No, there's tons of people like that. I've been that person before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks just from like a marketing consumer perspective, but like I would absolutely love this. There are and I love that it has the PC crossplay as well. I know a lot of the times the argument is like, it just wouldn't be fair, they get smoked, but there are so many times where my friends are playing on PC, my PC sucks, and it's like I would just love to play with you guys. I don't care if I'm doing bad. Like, let's just play together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to say is get Fortnite and we'll play together.
I have Fortnite on PC.
Let's play some Fortnite. I'll play on my phone. It'll be a good time.
I mean, just like get on your PS4.
Well, if I get on PS4, we can't play together.
Someone says in the chat that the PC version can connect to PS4.
It absolutely is. They were doing it last night in front of 600,000 people.
But that one doesn't go to the phone, right?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the PS4 and PC, if those two can go together, that's the only one they can do. And then I know the Xbox One can do more. From what I understand.
Dude, whatever. Just get on your PS4 anyways. I already have it installed in mine in case somebody installs it and says, let's play. I'm ready.
Well, it sounds like you just really want to play right now, Paul, is what you're saying.
No, I just install games that people might want to play so I could be like, yeah, let's go right now. Let's do it.
Sure. Right.
And that's one of those games.
Anyway, hopefully one day we can all play together. But thanks a lot, Sony.
Hopefully one day they will find a way that we could play a game together, but that's not today.
Continuing with the Fortnite news, Epic has announced that on E3 they are going to be hosting Party Royale, which is going to be a 100-person Fortnite battle royale. Obviously, 50 of the players are going to be like good Fortnite players, streamers or whatever.
Yeah.
The other 50 are going to be celebrities.
You say 50 celebrities?
50 celebrities and 50 pro Fortnite players. They're going to play against each other.
Okay, so we know Drake's going to be there. So
Drake's got to be there. Who? Give me your lineup. Give me your 4-person squad. Who do you want to see?
Kim.com.
Ryan.
Who else was there last night? Like that group is just going to be there.
That Steelers football player.
Yep.
I heard a good one would be Zac Efron and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I think Snoop Dogg's a lock. Honestly. He streamed
he's
SOS.
He's easy to get at this point. Is what you're
That's
saying?
the weirdest fucking thing. He streamed SOS weeks ago. Snoop Dogg's a weirdo. Remember Way of the Dog? Man, that was a bad game.
Wait, what was Way of the Dog?
It was a rhythm-based fighting game with Snoop Dogg as the leader of it.
Why am I only just hearing about this now? What the fuck?
Because it flopped. It was so bad. I was so excited for it when it was coming out, and then people are like, "Oh, this is garbage." It was like a 360 arcade lineup, I think.
Okay.
Says, join us this E3 for the ultimate Fortnite Party Royale, pairing some of the world's greatest athletes and entertainers with top Fortnite Battle Royale players from across the globe.
You gotta get OJ Simpson there. The juice. The juice is loose. All over Fortnite.
We'll soon begin building teams, so stay tuned for more information on the event. This is insane.
Is Fred Durst still playing games? Holy shit, if Fred Durst isn't there.
He probably is. He
Probably.
probably is. But he's
Yeah,
usually playing Call of Duty, from what I hear.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but everyone plays Fortnite because it's Fortnite.
Right. Well, because it's free. Which is...
And it's free.
If you're Fred Durst, free's probably pretty good right now.
Wow.
Someone's saying T-Pain. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Terry Crews. Oh, you know he's playing Fortnite. You just
yeah.
know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely screaming things about it if he's not playing it while at that party.
for sure. I would watch.
Yo, I'd
Crews
watch Terry
stream.
Crews on COCOM for Fortnite event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
To be fair, I'd probably watch him COCOM any game at this point. But this one where it kind of like forces excitement, I would love to see that.
Yep.
All right, what else we got on the news block? We got so Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a for real thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
This was kind of just like the worst kept secret.
Uh-huh.
I mean, with the movie coming out, it kind of made sense. They were going to get ready to reveal something.
Yeah, leaked months and months ago, if not like a full year ago at this point. And then basically at the beginning of this week, there was just a bunch of rumblings like, hey, they're going to announce it. Hey, we've like looked at the HTML code for whatever these websites are. And we basically got like release date, consoles, the name, everything out of that. They officially announced it today. I saw as early as yesterday, the trailer was being shown at movie theaters, which is weird. But anyway, yeah, Tomb Raider, it's coming out September 14th. Xbox and PlayStation. What else do we know?
It's probably going to be okay.
PC. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I enjoyed those last two quite a bit.
Yeah, me too.
I bet it has a loot system.
Yep. And
Does it have a
multiplayer
battle
nobody
royale
plays.
mode? 100 Laura Crofts parachuted onto an island.
Different,
be
all
something.
different outfits she's worn throughout the years.
A parka. A
bikini,
A wetsuit.
a wetsuit. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
a smaller bikini.
Did she
Polygon
wear bikinis?
mode.
Sure. That could. I mean, I bet they do it, and then there's going to be like bears and stuff on the island, right?
Yeah.
That would actually be kind of cool, like where you could lose to just not the players.
Sure. I feel like that's not the first time that's happened in a battle royale game, though.
Oh, more than likely.
Some PVE. In fact, Paul, you were just playing some PVE stuff.
Hunt
with,
Showdown.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good game.
Zombies, right?
Demonic something. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, I enjoyed those last two games quite a bit, so definitely looking forward to that.
This next one, holy shit. I'm so excited.
Go ahead then. You want to take the reins?
Fucking Geralt from The Witcher in Soul Calibur 6 is like the perfect amount of like dumb. I love it. I hope
It is a really good fit, admittedly.
I hope he has his normal sword, but he has a silver sword when he fights like Nightmare and Cervantes because he's a ghost. Holy shit.
I mean, he's got two swords on him. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, what I mean is I hope like he actually interchanges them like for the different enemies he's fighting, because That'd just be the perfect amount of dumb bullshit.
This was another like worst kept secret because like when CD Projekt Red came out being like Geralt's gonna be in a different game this year, everyone was like Soul Calibur 6. Okay, cool, thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, because everybody's been wondering since Soul Calibur 6 was announced who was going to be the cameo.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. So, yeah. I'm excited. It looks fine. It fits. He's a sword-wielding dude. It's fine.
Well, I mean, once
they've
once
had
Ninten-
stranger fits.
Once
Yeah.
Nintendo said that the Splatoon characters were going to be in Smash, it was basically, all right, well then Geralt has to be in Soul Calibur 6 because that was
Right.
the second choice.
Right, exactly. He couldn't make Smash this year, so...
It was one or the other.
Yeah.
Twitch Prime got pretty cool this month. They're just giving away like just tons of games now. Which typically they were giving away like a game.
Yeah.
They decided to just give away like everything. So available today until the end of March, you can get Super Hot, Oxenfree, Mr. Shifty, Shadow Tactics, and Tomb of Annihilation. And then
You need the Twitch desktop app to get those, right?
to like play them. Yeah, you can like get them onto your account at any point, but then
Right.
to download them, you need the Twitch desktop one.
Right.
And again, you need Prime to get access to this. And
Yeah.
then next month, you're going to get Tales from the Borderlands, SteamWorld Dig 2, Kingsway, Tokyo 42, and Dub Wars. So 10 free games, and there's a lot of real good ones in there.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So
I'm actually
that's,
excited to try those Shadow Tactics now. Because I wanted to try it, but I didn't want to drop the money down on it until I knew how it was. So that's dope.
I've been curious about Tokyo 42 for a while, so I'll probably play that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but definitely don't sleep on some of these games. Oxenfree is great. Tales from the Borderlands is a really good one of those. Super Hot, obviously good. And last one. For all the John Wheelers out there,
Hooray.
Bomberman R is coming to everything else.
Hooray, it's me.
Yep.
I am Bomberman R.
I did it. Finally. Some recognition.
Are you this bonus character that's in like the green suit with the orange goggles? No, that's Master Chief.
I was going to say, like,
Wow.
Are you describing Master Chief? So each console is getting their own specific character. Master Chief is the Xbox exclusive. Ratchet and Clank is the PlayStation exclusive. And Peabody from Portal 2, the co-op mode, is
Right.
the Steam exclusive.
I forgot that was the name of that robot. I thought it was just Portal Robot.
No, there's two. There's like
Atlas.
there's Atlas, and Peabody. That's it.
Well, there's a whole bunch of. Oh, I'm thinking of the cores.
The co-op ones. The co-op ones. What we're talking about.
Yeah, I was thinking about the emotion cores or whatever they're called. What's the one that
Emotion Core. You're right.
was voiced by Nathan Drake guy?
Adventure Core.
Oh, okay.
The one who kept saying space.
Yeah. What's that voice actor's name again?
Oh, Nolan North.
Nolan North. That's right. There we go. Are you gonna buy this game again, John?
Yes.
Really?
Because I want to support Bomberman, because I want
Yeah.
the franchise to live on, and because the net play will probably be way better on any other system other than the Switch.
That's probably true. I could
It's
see
like
that.
no price has been set yet,
Yeah.
and they're slated for June 12th.
More than likely. So here's my main concern about it. I'm wondering if they're going to fix the limit of how many players you can be in a match and bring it back up to 8. Because in the Switch one, you can only do 4 unless there's a second player at each location. Then you can do 8.
What does
Which
that
is
even
really-
mean?
So if each player only is there by themselves, you can have only up to 4 players online. But each player can bring a second player along with them to bring it up to 8 players online.
You're essentially doubling each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is super weird.
So basically, if I'm assuming they're going to fix it so you can do 8 player online. They'd be crazy not to.
Like, I would hope so, right? Because Jesus.
I'm kind
I'm-
of surprised they're even bringing this game out of the Switch. I
I
feel
kind
like
of am too.
the only person who was like championing this game was John.
So they kept adding like a lot of crazy new stuff, like, and they added this new Grand Prix mode, which they're trying to like push now. I guess that's part of the reason they're moving to the consoles.
Skydive onto an island.
Oh man, that would actually be amazing. Holy shit!
And they can still like bomb stuff.
Just this giant like grid. That's
but
island.
like it's like super like really giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd actually be kind of dope.
That's what the Grand Prix mode is, right?
No,
Yeah.
not even remotely.
Okay. One can dream.
I don't know. I'm curious to see if they don't make any changes to it and it's just the Switch version, like they don't make even that change, then it's only good to people who didn't have a Switch. Although right now the Switch's online net play is dead. Let's be real. Like no one's playing the Switch version of Bomberman R anymore.
That's the thing is, yeah, if no one's playing it, why are they bringing it out?
Because they're bringing it out to a new audience.
I guess. I mean,
And
are
it'll
there that many
happen with
vocal
all of
people
them.
out there being like, man, I just wish this was on my PlayStation.
I mean, there's a lot of Bomberman clones on Steam now, which I'm assuming is one of the reasons why they're like, all right, let's bring back the original series then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Are they
any of
better
those
though?
good?
Depends.
Okay.
I just feel like I
most-
hear no one saying good things about Bomberman lately.
I don't know. I like all the stuff they
Like,
added to R was really good.
Except for you.
Except for me.
You're the one I'm hearing.
Have you
I'm
heard
the
people
one.
say bad things about Bomberman lately? Because I just haven't really heard much about Bomberman in general, good or bad.
Maybe it's just that I'm not hearing anyone
Yeah,
talk about
that's-
Bomberman, despite
yeah.
there having been a new Bomberman in the last year.
I mean, it's because like the net play was weird. It was great local. Like if
Okay.
you played that game local, you had a great time. You just had to make sure you got up to 8 friends and gave them decent controllers.
Okay.
I think that's the other thing too. Is I think you were stuck using just a Joy-Con if you wanted 8 players. I forget exactly.
You can pass a Joy-Con to a friend for some multiplayer action.
Yep.
Which game was it that said that you were giving flack to? I'm trying to remember now. They just put it right in the trailer.
I think it was No More Heroes.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Again, I stand by that's a bad thing to do with a friend. No one wants to play a game where their input device is one Joy-Con. What console are you gonna get it for, John? If not both,
Steam.
Yeah.
Steam. Okay. Cool. All right, that does it for news. We have all the questions in the world. They've all been sent to our email, topdownperspective@gmail.com, our Twitter account @TDP Podcast, Facebook group, the Discord channel, and John's P.O. Box.
Yep. I'll take the
I'll
first
take it.
one.
Go ahead.
So Michael wrote in, and this is in regards to us talking about Undertale on the Switch last week.
Oh, right. We asked if you're getting it, like why,
Yeah.
what a number of scenarios lined up where you still need to play this game.
And there's a few here that he outlined, so here we go. Michael wrote in and said, so I'm in a strange situation. I adore Undertale so much, but I've never played it. You see, I kind of ruined it for myself. I watched the Game Grumps play it, after ignoring their warnings to experience it myself first, and fell in love. The concept and story it explored were new and interesting to me. I watched every, I'm guessing that's supposed to be, bit of footage that I could of the game. At the time, I couldn't purchase it. I then dove into the fan comics, timelines, and ideas that spun off the game. But since I knew practically every nook and cranny of the game, I never felt like I could play it. Then I found out my brother knew nothing about it, so I tried introducing it to him. Sadly, with scheduling troubles and us both sitting at my PC desk being uncomfortable, the bro-op playthrough never happened. Bro-op is a great term, by the way. That's awesome. Now the portable Switch version, we can game anywhere that isn't wet and do it without being at a cramped desk. So that good
Sounds
sirs,
like you need a second chair.
that good sirs
Or a bigger desk.
is why I'm buying Undertale for the Switch. Yeah, so okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there not a question on that?
No, that was him explaining his situation.
Yeah, I mean, we asked, or I asked.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
I wanted to
Yeah.
hear what scenario would lead to this, and this is a very odd scenario. So, okay.
Also, Bro-op is too good, and I have to steal it for something one day. It's
Bro-op's
too good.
pretty good. I feel like it has to be with your bro, obviously, right?
Yeah, but he's not in the country anymore, so that's gonna be real hard.
Well, it could be like, like your bro. This guy's my bro, right?
Sure.
But then how's it different from co-op? Is it just like a stronger co-op connection between you and your cooperative partner?
Yep,
It's like Marcus and Dom from Gears of War. That's it.
But
you just gotta
more
yell at
so.
each other.
Times
Yell
10.
the broest things you can think of.
You just have to play Broforce all the time with somebody.
Broforce all the time.
Or that.
Do you know A Way Out's coming out soon? Perfect opportunity to bro up.
Yep.
With
I
someone.
actually already have the person I'm going to be playing it with all lined up, and we're good to go when it comes out. I'm so excited.
Yep, so do I. And that game, it's advertising. You only need one copy for you and your online friend to play with.
Yeah.
That? How?
And it's like $30 or whatever too, right? It's a
$30.
game.
Yep. I don't know how it is, but I'm assuming it's something similar. Because remember, Far Cry 4, you were also able to like play co-op with someone who didn't have the game, certain parts of the game. Do you remember that?
Not really, no.
I know you can do it on the PlayStation. I don't know if you can do it elsewhere. But they definitely had that feature. But yeah, when they announced A Way Out, they said, it's fully co-op game, and you only need one copy. The person you're playing with gets like access to yours. I'm assuming they're going to be downloading some like app. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
thinking,
probably
like Xbox.
Yeah.
Like a
app or
co-op
something.
app. Yeah, a free app or whatever. So.
Yep.
Got a question in the chat. Would bro-op also work with me being a female and my best friend being male? Yeah, I think it's like, it's not gender exclusionary.
No, what the fuck does that matter? One of my best bros was female.
Yeah, exactly. Your bros can be a female. 2 females can be bros.
It's more of a mindset than anything.
It really is.
It's like a state of living. Spring break's not like it's not a time and date. It's a mindset. So always keep that in mind. I'll read this next one. Oh man, it's so long. Okay. From Tea Party Cthulhu. Oh wait, is this more trivia?
Yes, I didn't look at the answers yet though. Should I open it?
No, I can look at it. Are the answers in our doc?
They're in the email, but I didn't scroll down because he puts them at the bottom of the question.
Okay, so wait, can we all do it then?
I mean, we could, I guess.
All right.
Well, then we should.
Do you want me to open it so we have an answer though afterwards?
I can open it because I think they're actually for you two. Let me just read through it. Hey, TDP crew, since last week you asked me to send in less obscure trivia, even though in my opinion that's half the fun of trivia, learning stupid shit about something you probably never care about.
Sure.
I tried to tame this one down a bit and keep it to a series that at least John and Paul maybe know about.
Okay.
P.S. Sean's answer last week of the dancing fish guy, in case you didn't read the rest of it, the video cuts off on YouTube, was actually the second place answer. Good guess.
Wow, there you go. That's pretty good.
There you go. I feel like most of my correct answers are a very good guess.
Yeah.
So the Tea Party, I'm gonna say the reason I was being a little weird about the trivia was because we didn't know the actual answers we could have given, basically, and then you gave us a list, and even then, like, it was too obscure.
I thought it was funny.
It made for a good bit either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so since this is more for you guys because it looks like it's Resident Evil stuff, I will look up the answers on the email so you guys can partake. Okay, let me just get them up.
Now I'm nervous because I'm trying to see what the hell the question is.
Okay, here we go. Resident Evil has a whole lot of canon to it. I think I've counted a few hundred pages of just notes in the game, not counting the actual events of the games, the side games, and other side material. Amazingly, there are almost no plot holes or unresolved conflicts in the entire series. My question to you, who are, as far as I'm aware, the only 3 major, aka appeared in one of the main series titles, 0 to 7 plus CV plus Rev 2, and is actually plot relevant, Resident Evil characters to not have a resolved fate in the canon?
A resolved fate? Okay.
No hints except that one of the characters is not one you may expect.
So what makes this hard is that when you're talking about the later Resident Evils, it's kind of hard to know what they're like. They don't have a resolved fate necessarily because they're still like there in case they want to be put in a game that's to come out. So I think that's thinking too far into what he's asking.
I'll say in his answers, he has 3 specific ones.
Okay.
And then he has an additional 3 that he's not sure if they should be discounted or not.
Tofu! Probably Hunk's probably one of them.
Yeah, I don't know if he counts as a plot relevant main series character because he's kind of a side
that's the problem.
thing.
It's a little vague with what they've written.
It's super vague, yeah. So
I guess just take your best guess.
Like, one of my best guesses is that we don't really know what happens to Carlos necessarily, just that he keeps existing and fighting, likely. But like, they don't explicitly say what he does.
Do you want me to tell you if the person you guys say is on the list or not?
Yeah, that
or
would
do you
be
want to
helpful.
wait?
Sure.
Okay, so Carlos is in the possible ones that I personally discounted, but I don't know, maybe you won't. And so Carlos Oliveira, alive in the end of Umbrella Chronicles and RE3, but that's kind of a long time ago.
Right, and that's what I'm getting at. Why did he discount them, possibly? Does he say?
That's all he's written.
Okay, because
He or
to
she.
me, that's probably like one of the main ones. He's a main character, a playable character for parts of that game. The main series game, number 3, and he's just kind of is like, yeah, he's probably doing something. We don't know. Whatever. So
I'm going to say, based on some of these things, some spoilers possibly for, I guess, all of Resident Evil. So if you're worried about something, maybe just skip this question. I don't know.
See, and I guess the other question is, what does he derive as, like, we don't know what happens to their story? Like, I could say Sheva, because she just survives 5, and then we don't know whatever happens to her after that.
Sheva's still working with the BSAA West Africa thing because she writes a note to Piers in 6 saying that she hopes that Chris is doing better or whatever. But, like, yeah, like I said, if you have to kind of discount 6 and on because those people are still just doing their job. Otherwise, you're right.
Sheva is not on any of these lists. So this person seems to think they have a...
You know what? What does
conclusion.
he say? And I'll argue why he's wrong.
Okay.
Because it's...
So you neither of you want to guess anymore then?
I kind of don't know what
is,
he's looking for.
The problem
John?
is, like, I'm not quite sure, again, what they're looking for. Like,
Okay, I just want to make sure. Both of you guys want the answer?
I'm expecting to be from the couple of games I didn't play. Like, I didn't really play through all of Revelations 1 and 2, for example.
Do you just want me to, like, throw other guesses out?
Well, no, I just... Because, Paul, you were saying, yes, give me the answers. I just wanted to make sure John also wanted... Like, he was done as well.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so the characters. These are the 3 that they really count, I guess.
Okay.
Billy Cohen.
Billy Cohen is...
Resident Evil Zerable, playable character, has his death faked in Raccoon City by Rebecca.
Yeah.
Unknown whereabouts.
Yeah, that's the whole point. He is civilian now after suffering a large amount of PTSD and going through this bullshit prequel that nobody likes. And that ends with him being exonerated of all his war crimes or whatever they think happened, and her saying that you're officially dead and off the record. Why would we... That's what the ending for him is. He's a civilian. He's just existing.
Okay. Nikolai Zinoviev?
Killed in a
Canonically,
helicopter.
in Resident Evil 3, Jill jumps the bridge and he takes the helicopter, but Capcom hasn't revealed whether it is canon for Jill to kill him by shooting down the chopper or not.
Sure. Let's just go on a technicality. That's fine.
Okay. And then the last one, surprisingly, Albert Wesker.
No, he's dead.
Capcom has stated multiple times that yes, Umbrella Corps is canon, despite it being really stupid. The game heavily implies, as in almost flat out states, that Wesker is either still alive, despite Capcom previously confirming that yes, Wesker did indeed die in Resident Evil 5, and that even if he didn't, the Ouroboros would have eventually killed him, or the commander is his clone, or some stupid Umbrella Corps bullshit like that.
Oh my god.
All right. So I was right. There were all 3 were games I never actually played and finished.
Okay.
Wait, so Capcom has said he's dead. Why does this person think he's not dead?
Right? This is what I'm saying. What? Listen. This is why I fucking hate Wesker. Because he was just a dude doing a job that died at the first one, then they retroactively made him a god, and now people are still questioning what happened. Like, what? We saw him die! No, this has to stop right here. He is dead, okay?
And then the other possible ones.
Oh my god.
This one's put together. Ashley and President Graham. Pretty safe to assume they're alive, considering he's out of office by the time Resident Evil 6 rolls around.
No, isn't he the one who died?
No, that's Adam Benford.
That's a different president.
It's a different president.
So Leon goes through 2 presidents?
Yeah.
And then you said Carlos, and then the other one is Resident Evil 4 Merchant. I deemed him not very plot relevant, even if his fate is unknown.
Come on.
He's so not relevant, but I appreciate the balls of this answer.
Side note, another thing that bothers me about Resident Evil's story, the canon ending of Resident Evil 1 has Chris, Jill, Brad, and Rebecca escape the mansion, along with Wesker, yet this ending is impossible to achieve in-game. The best you can do is Chris, Jill, and either Barry or Rebecca, but not both. Right. Correction to the side note, the canon ending has Chris, Jill, Barry, and Rebecca escape. That's what I get for writing emails at 2 a.m.
Okay, fair enough.
I am so lost.
Sure,
does that mean anything to you guys?
But I mean, if you want to play the semantics game, and it sounds like you do, writer, then technically when you're playing as Jill, you don't even know that Rebecca, since she's part of the Bravo team, is there, considering you never meet up with her. So if you play Jill's ending, Rebecca kind of doesn't exist. She probably wasn't in the mansion incident.
Yeah, basically don't both characters like not interact with one of the others as a result? I know Barry's a bit weird because doesn't he eventually take the chopper? I forget, depending on which ending you get.
Barry at least knows about Chris. Jill never talks about Rebecca. So it's weird. It's this weird thing because Rebecca was part of the team that was there first. Barry came to that incident with Chris and Jill. So technically, if you play through Jill's thing, you could just pretend Rebecca doesn't even exist, period. And it would make sense canonically. I don't know. This is why you don't think too much about stories that are supposed to just be schlocky B-horror bullshit. You're supposed to just enjoy them. Stop talking about canon. If you want to talk about canon, why aren't you bringing up the fact that there's a fucking stage play of Resident Evil, only in Japan, that counts as canon as to what happens to Rebecca?
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Like, we can't do Resident Evil canon because it's nothing but fan theories and speculations, and people get angry.
Capcom canon because they keep retconning themselves on everything.
Oh, just in general, for every game they do.
No, but yeah, Capcom exceptionally is bad about this.
Yeah, let's talk about DMC if you want to talk about Capcom.
I was gonna say, let's talk about Devil May Cry, where they literally wrote out a game, and it was the second game because they were like, we don't want to deal with this. Let's just keep making it farther and farther in the future to everything else. And then they made a new separate storyline that they planned on continuing, and then they are not even sure what the hell they're going to do anymore with it.
Okay, so this is like in Fast and the Furious, where they did 3, and it's like,
yes, this is actually
they're never getting back to 3. But then when they do get back to 3, they get back to 3 in the best way possible, and it's incredible.
If I remember,
John, take this next one?
I can't believe I'm actually agreeing with you, Sean, but yes, it is actually a Tokyo Drift situation.
I love this email, great. By the way. This was a pretty great bit. Also, I think that the Resident Evil musical, has a scene where they're playing tennis, so that's kind of weird. Anyways, yeah, we should move on.
All right. Deku Hayes says, if you could use any 3 of the Robot Master's weapons from classic Mega Man for your daily life, which ones would you choose?
Oh, man.
Well, Metal Blade, so I can attack in all directions.
Yeah.
I haven't played enough Mega Man.
I hate that that they're stipulating Robot Masters, because, I mean, Rush is the obvious answer.
No rush, no treble.
Yeah. God damn it. Smart. Sometimes I could just use Brightman to like light up everything so I could see what the hell's going on in my room for a second.
Flashman for Time Stopper.
Flashman for Time Stopper would be pretty good. Quick Man just to be quick, and throw boomerangs because boomerangs are great.
Say boomerangs really aren't that helpful in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, they're neat though. I don't know, man. I think Time Stopper is the winner, the clear choice.
Okay. I have no opinion.
Okay. Fair enough. Next question from VGC Kenny. If you each had a sports team, what would your team name / mascot be, and what would your colors be? Easy. The mongoose and purple. Done.
Purple's good. I'd probably be like either like purple and black or like red and black.
Did we skip a question?
Yeah, I'll just do that one next.
Oh, we did?
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I thought we were on that one.
What animal or mascot? I don't know, man. Why a mongoose?
Because they kill cobras.
Okay. I was just thinking, like, snakes are kind of cool. Not that I want to, like, touch a snake, but...
I don't know. Xenomorph would be kind of neat.
Do you have a team name?
Yeah,
or you just
Xenomorphs.
Or you're just like the Calgary Xenomorphs.
Yeah. There's nothing but power in that name.
I've got it.
Okay.
The fighting Redfields. The mascot's just a giant boulder, and every time you win a match, you just run up and start punching it.
Okay.
It's great.
But like
Done.
actually punching
Team of the
it.
year.
The worst job is being that mascot.
I know,
but it pays
sucks
very
ass,
well.
but man, it's got a lot of job protection.
Yeah, it pays very well though.
It has to.
Yeah.
Kimberly writes, what is a goofy yet practical thing you guys have bought in your life? I recently had to replace my shower curtain, and I found a wild thornberries one that seemed perfect. I also wanted to troll my best friend, so it worked out. They put a picture of this in the Discord, by the way. It's very good.
Yeah. I didn't bother like grabbing it to show off because people should just join the Discord and hang out. It's free. Like you should just be there.
I'm next time I need a shower curtain, I'm definitely going to consider that.
Yeah, it's a good one. A goofy yet practical thing.
I would actually also say a shower curtain. We bought like a little Game Boy one where the screen was see-through.
That's kind of neat.
That's fun.
Yeah, I like that.
Fun. Also, you had a shower curtain that was like zombies or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one that was covered in blood, and it had like a mat that went with it too that had blood all over it.
Yeah,
right. I remember
blood,
that
air
one,
quote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it bloody all the time, or only when water hit the mat?
All the time.
Okay.
I know that would have been a really nice touch though if it was.
I think I've seen those before.
Yeah,
it's like when you step on them and then it's like red underneath your feet.
Yeah, no, those are really cool.
I probably bought like a tons of silly stuff. I have a T-shirt that has the whole script for the B movie on it.
Yep.
I forgot you had that. Did you frame that? I forget.
No, I wear that.
No, that's just a thing I wear.
I wear that. I have a Rocket League ball. That's just cool more than silly though.
I don't know if any dumb things I buy are practical is the problem.
I'm trying to think like weird kitchen utensils or something. I think that B movie shirt's probably the silliest thing I have.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say I don't have anything silly that's practical. They're just dumb little things.
All right. John, you got this one from the Dark Boko.
Dark Boko.
They have a whole bunch.
Yeah. Has a few questions here. They haven't written in a while, so here's a bunch. Question 1. Why do you choose to reach out to each other with Skype over using Discord to connect your lives?
Because Skype is the best way to stay in touch with friends over long distances.
Thank you. I'm glad someone remembered the script because I sure didn't.
We tried Discord. I don't remember why we didn't use it.
It was garbage.
There was delay from what I remember.
Was that it? Okay.
No, it was it disconnected or something like that.
It made us all look like shit. It was pixely. Bad bit rate.
Oh, okay. All right.
Question 2, John, as someone who used to and still does do video editing, how do you balance time correctly and stay motivated? Personally, for the videos I make, it can take 90 plus hours of editing for a 10-minute video, and sometimes it gets hard to stay motivated. you have to take a break.
Yeah.
Or like just take like even a small mental break. That's all you need. Or like sleep on it and come back to it the next day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Question 3, Paul. What is your favorite tabletop RPG system that isn't from the D&D and Pathfinder families of RPGs?
Dice based, it would be D100 stuff like Call of Cthulhu. I really like, or Apocalypse engine based stuff like what's one of those ones? Yeah, just powered by the Apocalypse games, probably. For like
this is adjacent to that. Did you guys see for what's the Dota card game? Artifact?
Mm-hmm.
They hired the guy who made Magic: The Gathering.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like the dude.
Cool.
So that's probably good for them.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Good choice. Last question. Do you have any movie predictions for this year? I remember you used to talk about movies for the upcoming year in the Game of the Year podcast, but you didn't this year. That's all on YouTube because I have not seen a movie in theaters, barring Star Wars, for a long time.
I don't think I've seen one this year in theaters.
I go to like 2 movies a week now that I have Movie Pass.
Movie Pass seems like it would be helpful for that for sure. The reason I don't go is because it's extraordinarily pricey because I always go with another person, and it is like it just adds up, man. It's too much.
Both my girlfriend and I have not only Movie Pass, but we have Cinemia as well. So that's 2 different subscription services.
Yeah.
And each of them is $10 a month. So as long as we use each card once,
yeah,
in a month, it is already paid for itself.
So this is how little I go to movies now. I have a scene card.
I have a scene card.
Yeah, so like my debit card's also a scene card. So when I spend money on stuff, like I get scene points.
Okay, yeah.
We went to a restaurant last week and we scanned the scene card and it said we had 13 free movies.
Nice. You should use those.
We did when we went to Star Wars. We had like 14 and we used them. And then we also used some for popcorn. Yep. And we're still back to 13.
There you go.
Jesus.
That's just smart shopping right there.
Yeah.
Predictions for movies this year. I'm really looking forward to Isle of Dogs, which comes out next week. That's the new Wes Anderson film.
Okay.
Pacific Rim 2 comes out, which I'll see. I saw the first one. I'm not like super into it, but I'll go see that second one.
I like Pacific Rim a lot, so that's exciting.
I mean, obviously, I'm excited for the Marvel stuff as usual. Those are always just a fun time. I'm really looking forward to Deadpool 2 in a few months.
Oh yeah, I will definitely see that in theaters.
Trying to think what else is coming out this year. Incredibles 2. Of course, I'm looking forward to that. I could not really care less about the Han Solo movie, but I mean, it'll be free to go see it, so why not?
Sure. Yeah.
I have to say, like at the moment right now, Isle of Dogs, I am just like the most stoked for because it's been a while since Wes Anderson put out a movie. Grand Budapest Hotel was like 3 years ago, so.
Fair enough. Was that the last one there?
That was it.
Yep.
Yeah. So you have this one from Kalman.
Cool. Kalman writes, what is your favorite and least favorite programming language for those of you that have dabbled in coding? If you haven't tried coding enough to have favorites, which language would you be most interested in learning?
The answer to both is assembly. It was the best because if you know what you were doing, you could do pretty much anything with it. It was the worst because learning it sucked ass.
Yeah.
What was the one that starts with, there's like a little turtle in the middle? Is this ringing any bells?
Oh shit, I know what you're talking about. Is that SQL? Or is that Ruby?
That doesn't sound like either of those. I used that for like a test once. Like I had one unit for that.
Okay.
And this is in school. And the other one that I used more so was processing. That's one, right?
Processing's not really a language.
Oh, okay. What is it? What language does it use? Or does it use a whole bunch?
I guess I'm not aware of just a processing language.
Okay, I'm sure that's what the program was called or something. But that one.
Oh no, you're totally right. Processing is actually a programming language. Open source computer programming language and integrated development or an IDE. built for electronic arts, new media art, and visual design, which would be why you used it.
Yeah.
First appeared in 2001. Influenced by Design by Numbers, Java logo, OpenGL, PostScript C. Okay.
And again, there was a one that had a turtle. I think it was a turtle, or it was called the turtle or something. I don't remember. Anyways, I don't do any coding. I haven't done that for years. It's not my thing.
Like, I know HTML from back in the day, a bit of PHP and all that web garbage.
Sure.
The one I would probably learn is, like, Java, because that's employable. Like,
Sure.
you can just get a job freelancing or, like, with a company doing that type of shit all the time. I'd like to learn something like C#, C++, and just, like, the basics to do whatever you want. Some Python.
C++ was really enjoyable to use, to be honest. Like, I really love doing OpenGL and C++.
I've only ever used Java. I hate it. See? That's the thing.
Yeah,
it's because it's employable.
Yep, that was the first language I was taught to use.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I learned any programming because of it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I've forgotten most of my programming knowledge, mainly because of that.
One, press L2P. If the three of you could have a team of video game characters, say 4 per team, like the Avengers, to fight each other's teams,
Okay.
who would be in your team? Note, each of your teams must be unique. They cannot have the same characters.
Okay.
And then once we make our teams, who has the best team and who would probably win?
Goku Black.
I was just going to say, like, so do we just need to, like,
Saiyan.
shout someone's name as fast as we can so the other ones can't get them?
I think we should go in a round robin. One person.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
it should be an actual, like, draft style.
Okay. John, you picked Goku, right?
Yes.
All right, Paul, go ahead.
Jesus Christ. Like, where do you even go from fucking Goku? I guess, like, Superman? Because that's a fight I would love to see. Goku and Superman.
So with, like, every message board,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's most of the internet you just described there.
All right, well, if you're going to pick Goku, I'm going to pick Jiren, which is the guy Goku's currently fighting, and he's having a hard time. He just had to go Ultra Instinct, so, like, that's probably the closest person to Goku.
What about Vegeta?
Nope, Vegeta's out.
Yeah.
You're up, John.
All right, so you've got another Dragon Ball character. I've got Goku, and he has Superman. Batman.
Okay. You got the cool factor now with Batman.
To be fair, he is going to be, like, vaporized.
I mean, they're all going to be vaporized when Superman and Goku fight each
I'm
other.
assuming Batman has the exact amount of time he needs to do his plan shit. You know, that whole thing. Like, how much planning does Batman need to survive any situation?
But can't Goku move faster than people can see? He can also teleport.
But Superman can too, to be fair, sort of.
He is faster than a speeding bullet. That's true. All right, Paul, who do you pick?
God. I just need to see if this dude has been in a video game. Hold on a second. Because I don't think
I mean,
he has.
at the very least, he's probably in Salty Bet, right?
I mean, I
By
guess...
that logic, everyone's an option.
Yeah, I guess if that counts.
Well, no, if it has to be a video game character, I don't think Jiren's not been in a game, so I don't think I can pick him, and I already did.
Okay. I was going to say Saitama, One Punch Man.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna say that too, but he's not in a game yet.
I know, that's what I was looking up to see if there was anything with him.
Okay. I'm going to pick Wolverine.
Damn it.
Wolverine's always there. He's in every roster.
Except for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Wait, we don't talk about that, though.
Oh, okay.
That didn't happen.
John, next.
I'm gonna take the chat's advice on this one and say Kirby.
Kirby's
Okay.
a good one. Oh, man. Oh, my God.
Astro Game says Jiren's actually in Xenoverse 2, so your choice still stands.
All right, cool. That's weird. I did not know he would be in there.
You know what? Earthworm Jim. Let's throw some...
Wow.
Let's throw some weirdness in there. Let's get weird.
All right. I'm going to go with Dr. Manhattan.
Okay, so this is just a battle of the gods.
Choice.
Like
Apparently.
and Earthworm Jim.
Batman and Kirby are there.
And Wolverine and Earthworm Jim. One of these things is not like the other.
I was gonna say Vector Man, but then I was just like, how does that even work? Just like a dune made of circles?
He just shoots them.
I guess so.
John, who's your last fighter? Or wait, are we our last fighters?
I think they said 4.
But do we count as one of the 4?
Wait, we count as 1 to 4? Oh, we're fucked then.
I think this is assuming we're not fighting.
Okay, well, I'll just pick one more then.
We're like Professor X style, where we just kind of supervise.
Okay.
So someone put a good one in my mind. Jesus.
I saw Jesus earlier.
Fucking Jesus.
He's in a fighting game. There's that bootleg fighting game where he's got the cross, piece of the cross on his arm. He has an infinite combo.
Okay.
I'm in. Infinite combo Jesus is my answer.
Infinite combo Jesus. Fucking Jesus hacks. Oh my god.
Why don't you just pick like the B team van from Burnout Paradise or something?
Car.
Just a car.
Trying to think of somebody that's good with like a gun or like a range type of some sort. Because all my dudes are melee. Except for, I guess, Earthworm Jim, but I wouldn't say he's good with a gun.
Don't you have Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
He's got
Superman.
lasers that are coming out of his eyes.
That's true. He does have lasers coming out of his eyes.
He also has that like solar flare attack or whatever it is, where he just like blows up.
That solar flare attack where he blows up.
All right, well, they just said in the chat, so I'm picking Asura. I can't let Paul just take that. That was my next guy.
Okay, fair enough. You can have Asura. Oh my god, I'm just drawing a blank on who else I would have.
Sub-Zero, that's a good one.
I'd say Scorpion over Sub-Zero since
I would-
Scorpion's technically undead.
I would take.
But
Wade,
Sub-Zero is
yeah.
way cooler than Scorpion.
Literally.
And figuratively.
I'd take Noob Saibot over both of them.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
No.
Smoke, also a cool ninja.
Yep. You know who wasn't? Rain.
Sure.
I think they retconned him to not be a ninja anymore. He became like a prince or something like that.
That makes more sense, honestly.
Was the green one Lizard?
Reptile.
Reptile. I don't think he was
Close.
very cool.
What about Sector and Cyrax?
All right.
Yeah, they're fine.
Who did you pick?
I don't even know anymore, dude. Let's just say Sub-Zero.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to say
That's none of us
John
are paying attention to
because
this.
he picked Goku.
It's a pretty hard one to beat.
Goku doesn't lose, so...
I also picked Jesus, Batman, and I've already forgotten who the fourth one was because it doesn't really fucking matter because I have Jesus, Batman, and Goku.
All right, I'm just going to read this last one.
Yeah.
This comes from
Kirby.
Happy
Kirby.
Jalapeno. Gnomes or goblins?
Oh,
No.
goblins.
I'm going to go goblins, too.
Time is
Gnomes
money,
or
friend.
goblins?
Yep.
Ooh, it depends. Are we talking friendly or non-friendly? Because if we're talking friendly, probably gnomes.
We're talking gnomes or goblins.
I'm gonna say gnomes.
Really?
I'm talking friendly terms here. Yeah.
Goblins will be
'Cause I
your
mean,
friend
like,
if you have the
That
cash.
Romeo and Juliet sequel's coming out,
Oh,
and it's
God.
like Sherlock Gnomes, and I'm like, nah, son, this looks terrible.
That does sound really awful, actually.
Yeah. All right. If people want to send in questions for next week, it's topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter, the Facebook group, Discord channel, and John's P.O. Box. What's your guys' games of the week?
Splatoon 2.
I don't fucking know, dude. Vermintide 2.
I'm going to give mine to Fortnite.
Cool.
Finally.
Patrons, I guess people on the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I can't believe you called it that. I can't believe you called it that.
Tomorrow, probably around if you're listening to the audio version, it should already be up. The submission post will be there for you guys to submit your games. You'll have a week from starting tomorrow to tell us which game you want us to include in the poll for next month's TDP Plus episode. So look for that if you're one of those backers. And again, that'll be running for a whole week. And then after next week's podcast, we will put the poll up. So again, there should be a post on there to explain kind of what info we need from you. It's pretty self-explanatory. We need like a store page and just so we know specifically which game you want to put for the poll. And you keep price stuff in mind. It's all in the post. Look on the Patreon for that. That's it for the show. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
All right. Night, everybody. See you all next week.
See ya.
Bye.